Hello, my beautiful friends. Are you going out for New Year's Eve or are you staying home? Either way, doesn't matter. Let's put on all the makeup and get real cute. But first, let's make sure our hair does not sabotage our makeup efforts. Time to prime our face with one of my favorites, the Bobbi Brown Face Base Primer, and then go in with another favorite, the Becca Undereye Anti-Fatigue Primer. You guys, I have 9 backups of this thing. I love it so much. It spackles all of the little creases under the eyes and gets it ready for what's to come. If I'm doing a really glam eye, I love to go in with the MAC Paintpot. It lays down a nice creamy layer on top of your eyelids to hold the eyeshadow. It also doubles as an extra layer of concealer under the eye. If you would like that, just go in very light. And concealer for your nose. You're welcome for that tip. Let's take a look. I think that'll do. I have grown to really enjoy this Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer. It gives enough coverage, but it's also light and doesn't leave a cakey finish under the eyes. Oh my goodness, forgot to turn on the ring light that whole time. What a dodo bird I am sometimes. Don't be afraid to experiment with using concealer in the darker areas of your face. As you see on my chin, I have a couple of dark spots where I like to use concealer. Yeah, I get real goofy with it, you guys, when I'm getting ready in the mornings. Gotta have fun to start the day off. Here you see that I'm even using concealer on the top part of my lip and going in with a little bit extra under the eyes. I like for the center of my face to be a bit lighter than the perimeter. This Dior Backstage foundation is pretty awesome. I have 2. This is the darker one in 3.5 for when I have a little bit of color on my face. I really enjoy this foundation. I'm about to apply just way too much foundation, but I'm having fun. One thing I really like about the Born This Way concealer and the Dior foundation is that they both look, they give you coverage, but you have a very natural finish. And I know that the lights are distorting things here, the lights, camera, action. This ring light is distorting things, but I'm looking over here in my actual mirror in my bathroom, and it looks fairly natural considering it's a lot of makeup. I just packed on quite a lot. Let's keep going. I'm gonna tap on some of this MAC Mineralize Skinfinish face powder with my Scott Barnes Big Face Powder Brush. This is a lovely powder. You can use it alone as a foundation or tap it on over your liquid or cream foundation. And remember, give your lips a little bit of moisture. This Pat McGrath palette is everything. Look at those colors. You can get casual, you can get soft, or you can get glam. We're going for glam today. Let's start with a neutral-ish, actually not neutral, maybe a warm backdrop. I've got a big, fluffy Wayne Goss, I think that is, brush. I'm gonna go in and give my crease a big wash of color, which I usually do, but first I had to flatten out the concealer that had collected, that MAC Paintpot. Give it the old swoosh, 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 swoosh. We're gonna start deepening up the outer corners with my Sonia G Builder 3 brush. Let's get some more depth and dimension in these corners. Don't be afraid to go in with color. You can always buff it out later, like I'm doing here with my larger Wayne Goss brush to kind of fluff it out and diffuse the color. Have a little fun here. I went a little crazy there, as you can see, but we're gonna fix that, don't you worry. Keep deepening up, adding dimension, pushing the crease of the eye back in space with a darker color. Next, I'm gonna swatch some of the metallics in the palette for you. They've got a lot of wow factor. Look at these. I often will do exactly what you see here and then hold the fist up to my eye to just kind of get a sense of the color that I think I want to play with. Make sure if you're using a metallic, especially the Pat McGraths, that you're going in with a little bit of glitter primer. It's like a soft glue, don't be intimidated by the word glue, on your eyelids so that the shimmer or metallic can adhere, as you see here. This turquoisey green color is life. I am loving it. Whoop, whoop. Next, I'm grabbing what I call a packer brush. You see that it looks like a paddle. It's shorter and tighter. And I'm picking up one of these kind of metallic shades, a lighter one, to put here on the inner crease to give me some pop and some wow factor on the inner corner there. One of my favorite things to do is just to use my fingers to smooth things out. Uh-oh, got some fallout under the eye. Gosh, I hate it when that happens. Let's add on some more of that green, cause why not? Just go for it. Listen, one of my favorite tips is to keep a microfiber cloth nearby to clean off your brushes as you go. I am using some of that brown as an eyeliner with a small smudger brush type. Love doing this. Using a general brown underneath the entire eye and then going in with something darker on the outer corners. Another tip, go back in with your bigger crease brush and continue to diffuse the edges. Here, I'm going in with that same brush and that lighter crease shade to fluff out the top edges here of the entire look. Now, a little bit of highlighter, straight from the same palette. I want to deepen the outside even more, but I'm going to go in with a super duper light hand because I don't want to overdo it. This is going to do it. One of the hardest things for me is knowing when to stop, when to just say that's enough. If you do end up with a little bit of fallout like I did here, wipe it away with a brush and then just go back in with a little bit of concealer to lighten back up and cover up. Time for some eyeliner, and these Wet n Wild brushes, not brushes, liners, Veronica, pencils, are some of my all-time favorites. They're creamy and they glide on so easy, and they're very, very affordable, a few dollars each. Time to curl these lashes and get them prepped for fake lashes. Yep, we're going all in today, fake lashes and everything. But first, one of my holy grail mascaras, the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. I used a microfiber cloth to get off that little end, that part there. Ew, you get too much product straight out of the tube. One big tip for mascara is to blink down onto the wand instead of moving the wand up toward your eyeshadow look that's already done. Yeah, let's get it. Ow, ow, boom, boom, ba, bow. My least favorite part is putting on these godforsaken fake lashes. So I have spared you watching me struggle through them. I got them on and that's all you need to know. They're such a pain to put on. Woo! This little contraption here is an eyelash curler with open ends. I got it from Sephora and it makes it really easy to maneuver on and off when you have those big fake lashes on. A little more eyeliner to cover up the glue and we are good to go. Time for my very favorite part of the routine, bronzer. I'm going in with this gold dust, and no part of my face will be left untouched. Got my Sonia G fan brush. Let's do this. I'm gonna carve out some cheeks, some bones where they don't really quite exist. I have no hollows of cheeks, but I'm making some here, especially since I'm going to be filming later today with this look. I want to get a little bit extreme here because camera lights tend to wash out your face. Sculpting the nose just a little bit. I'm really going in, huh? More carving. These poor cheeks. Little underneath the chin to create some depth and darkness there, the illusion of shadow, a little bit under the lip to give myself kind of a pouty lip. One tip I love is to use a thin brush to extend the look of your lips by running bronzer underneath and above your natural lip lines. Step away from the mirror, take a look, and let's be done. Next, it's eyebrows, one of my favorite products, the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the color 3, and I also have 3.5. Extending my eyebrows in and out on the tail end, just a bit. Little short, wispy strokes with a brush are your best bet for a natural-ish look. Listen, if you're using eyebrow products, they're just not going to look super natural, but you can do your best by using little strokes. And here I'm taking my fingers and just smudging edges. A little bit of eyebrow gel, get the excess off, and let's shape these suckers up and get them in place. Done. We're moving on to cheeks and lips. And I have my Hourglass face palette. I have several of these Hourglass palettes and don't remember this specific name, but I'm going to mix that purpley plummy color and the bronzer for a custom cheek shade. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Go on and pack it on. Pack it on, girl. Pack it on. The Hourglass glowy powders are some of the best for highlighting. Love, love, love them. Really glowy yet natural. All over the face. And a little pencil brush to put a little bit of pop on the inner corner using that same glowy shade. Is anyone doing the tip of the nose and the Cupid's bow thing anymore? Here I'm using a fairly dark lip shade because I want to go for something red-ish. And when I do that, sometimes I'll use a red lip liner and other times, like here, I'll use something a bit darker for dimension around the outer edges. And I do like to use the lip liner to fill in the entire lip. I really wanted a deep red for this look with a hint of blue, as you see here. Ooh, got a little bit over the top of my lip. But this is a MAC shade in the color Chili, and it is a matte formula. On to the hair. Now this is second day hair. I had done my hair the day before, washed, blow dried, put in volumizing products and all of that. But I am going in with this thermal heat protectant because I am going to be hot curling my hair. Here we go. I like to wait at least 5 seconds and then release the curl. And if I have time and energy, pin it up so that it can set. It can all the way cool down and set in that curl formation. I find that that helps the curls last longer overall, even a few days sometimes. Let's keep going. For me, the trickiest part of hot curling my hair is figuring out the right size of panel too big and the heat does not really distribute well, too little and you have way too many small ringlet curls that then later on get like frizzy. They just don't hold well together and you just look like you have a rat's nest. I do anyway. I don't like that. Let's go on and fluff this out. Here's one of the most difficult parts for me too, is figuring out how much to fluff and how much to leave alone so that I'm not disturbing the curl and completely undoing what I just did. Occasionally I get one of these big springy curls like you're seeing here in the front. Yeah, it just won't let me live my best life. I do like to go up under the hair like I'm doing here and fluff at the roots for some more volume because my hair does flatten out a lot during the day. Here's the finished look. What do you think? But first, earrings, left or right? What would you choose? Left. Thanks for getting ready with me. Take care.